It's the Dr. Norbert and the Huggy Bear Show. I'm Dr. Norbert. I'm going to put my camera on so you can see me. Boop. Let's get rid of that Kingpin. He's done enough work tonight. And my special guest, the man, the legend, the Shield fanatic. It's Vincent Kirkov. Hello, Vince.
Hello.
So good to have you on.
Short.
What's that? Say again?
I'm on the show and I'm not Huggy Bear. You're welcome.
Yep, Huggy Bear is in Finland doing some work stuff, and so couldn't make it tonight. And instead, we've got the great Vince subbing in for us from his new location all the way on the west coast of the United States. So coming to us, it's about 11:30 a.m. So 11s are in order, right, Vince? Cheers, cheers, cheers. Chins in chin.
Yep, yeah, I definitely know what that is. Absolutely. Hobbit stuff and whatnot.
Oh, 11s is in the Caribbean. 11s is when all the colonial people would sit out at their G&Ts, to help the day, relax a little bit from the hectic morning.
I only know it from the Fellowship of the Ring where they're talking about second breakfast.
Right.
And he's like, do you think he knows about second? What about second breakfast? 11sies? No, I don't think he knows about any of those.
No.
So I'm trying to say you live in a fake country.
Well, look, go to the Caribbean. I guarantee you will enjoy the 11s as they come around. The liquid second breakfast, if you will. All right, let us get started on the rosters, and then we can catch up with each other so the boys can get rolling. We've got a great show tonight. Super stoked because we got two really fantastic players in the game. The first one we're going to take a look at. Who's Red? Yeah, Red will be Seth. Seth is actually a Polish guy, but living in Norway right now, and he is on one of the Polish WTC teams. I had the pleasure of playing against him at the Swedish Wind event, inspired by the second Wind that you guys run, and he's fantastic and completely demolished me, which I wasn't salty about at all. Sort of. I tried my best. Anyhow, let's take a look what he brought tonight, which is Defenders. Amazing Spider-Man. Oh, I should do this. Hang on. Amazing Spider-Man, Daredevil, Daredevil 1, Ghost Rider 1, Hulk 1, Lady Sif, nice, interesting, Wong, Miles Morales, Shang-Chi, the new hotness, Namor as well. He's not pulling any punches, and Luke Cage, super exciting. And Vince, let me just quickly look at the crises, and then we'll go on. He's got Demons Downtown, Gamma Wave, and Mutant Madmen, along with Deadly Legacy Virus, Research Station, and Scrolls. Right. Then,
all right, real quick before you move on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Does he have Pentagrams of Ferala?
Okay. Oh, yeah, that is a very good point. We do need to know that. Brace for Impact, Cover Me, Deal with the Devil, Fall Back, Heroes for Hire, Mystic Ward. Ooh, that's one of the new ones. Prince's Protection from Namor, Recal, Sacrifice, and Street Smarts. Mwah, mwah, mwah. No, and you'll have to tell us. I know the reference. I think you're talking about the Great Carl Con that just happened, I think, this past weekend. And one of the Defenders guys was running the portals and doing quite well, if I remember correctly. Is that right? Can you confirm or deny?
Yeah. So Eric Wong took second at NorCal Classic he won NorCal Classic with Defenders Portals and won Carl Con with Defenders Portals. And retook his number 1 Defenders badge.
Nice.
I think Defenders is an absolute bananas faction that's so good, in fact, that players can do well while not playing its best card, as Seth is doing here.
Okay, we're going to get into that later then. Right, on the other side, in blue tonight is another titan of the game. This is the great Mike DeLuca from the Danger Room podcast, also coming to the WTC. He was there last year for the United States, and he's coming again this year with the Invaders team. I'm really worried about this team. I think it's going to be extremely competitive. And let's see what he brought. He brought one of the filthy Cabal Black Order lists. What's the specifics? They are Nebula, Loki 2, Corvus with his...
Loki, that's Loki 1.
Sorry, beg your pardon. Loki 1. You're right. Thank you. Loki 1. Corvus with the Reality Gem. Good old Bob. Baron Zemo 1. Winter Soldier 1. Thanos with Mind and Space. Red Skull 3. The new leader. Pyro and Proxima. So lots of interesting little splashes. He brought Scrolls, Research Station, Deadly Legacy Virus, Intrusions, Demons Downtown, and Deadly Meteors. Cards, since we're here, he has Brace, Cosmic Obliteration, Dark Rain, Execute, Fall Back. I'm a Baron after all. Fun card. Mothership, Pyrotechnics, Sacrifice, and Soldat activated. All right, let me let the boys know. Go. Thank you. All right. Welcome, everybody who's on the chat. Thank you for coming along. Some new first-time chatters, thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoy the show. All right, Vince, give us your reaction to those two rosters.
Okay, so the Defenders list seems like I like all the character selections they've done. I just don't like their portals isn't included. So I've had a lot of chat about the portals thing lately because as you said, I'm just coming off Carl Khan. And the number 1 and number 2 Defenders player were at Carl Khan, and they have different opinions about portals. Mostly in that Eric thinks that portals is the reason to be in Defenders, and Nobility, who was the number 1 Defenders player going into the weekend and came out the number 2, does also think, like, his opinion's a little bit more nuanced, and I'm going to do my best to give it justice, but he thinks the card is strong. He just doesn't like the play style. But I think it's wild that Defenders are in a place where I think Portals is straight up bust. I think it's like maybe the best tactics card in the whole game. Whoa. And like a vast majority of people just don't play it.
Well, we asked you to keep it spicy here tonight, Vince, and you are coming through in spades. Let me ask you, in these builds, it's Wong who's playing the card, not Doctor Strange. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah, you play it on turn 2 with Wong.
Wow. Okay. All right, we're going to come
back.
Which
I actually think fixes a bunch of the things, because like you get it for way cheaper, and you get to let the board develop a little bit. So you know the best place to put it.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Okay, the map tonight, I'm not sure whose map it is because the card's missing somehow, but here we are. It's a beautiful classic.
This is an old school classic.
Yeah. Beautiful, isn't it? Really makes you feel like the old, I don't know, Mark 1 days, I guess you want to call it that, the original box days.
You mean the COVID days?
Yeah, the COVID days. Oh, dear. What season did you start playing? What season did you start playing? Do you remember?
So I started right around when Webs came out.
Okay.
So the Webs box, I was looking for a faction. I had bought Wakanda, and before my Wakanda arrived to paint, Webs were released, or Webs were spoiled, and I realized I was in the wrong faction.
So that must have been one of the earlier leagues then.
It's pretty early in TTS.
3 or 4, because Wakanda was the first release after the first box, and then I guess Webs after that. So all right. So definitely COVID days. You were playing TTS, is that right?
Yeah, it's like probably a year or 2 after the game came out.
Yeah, nice one. Right. So the map tonight has size 1 street lamps here at the bottom, a size 4 dump truck, size 3 pickup truck over here. Size 3 fountain, size 3 daily bugle. The tree here, which is a little hard to see, is a size 2. There's a little bench over here, size 1. Then we got size 2, and another size 4 truck. So we've got a nice spread of terrain with 2 size 4s today. Not terribly centrally located, but lots of big size 3s in the middle. And the crises that got picked, so Seth won priority, and he picked his secures. So the secure he ended up with is Demons Downtown, so that'll be right down the middle. And Mike's extract came up as Deadly Legacy Virus. So that's 19, no choice. So 19 threat is the game tonight. So really quickly, this is a plus sign, so to speak. The flaming portals for the secures are straight down the middle, one here on the right, one hiding underneath this legacy cure, and then here on the left. And then from top to bottom is where we had the legacy cures. Now, you can carry more than one. It costs you 1 more power per token that you already have, cure that you already have. If you collect all 3 in the cleanup phase, then you get KO'd, but you get 6 victory points. So I think neither side is at a disadvantage with this crisis setup. I think they both like this. How do you feel?
I think the terrain setup probably favors Defenders slightly. And I think it forces DeLuca into Cabal so that he can throw these pieces of terrain. Because I think Defenders are going to want like a middle scrum fight type thing with lots of rerolls, lots of access to that stuff.
Yep.
They Yep. I'm not surprised to see Ghost Rider come out with his immunity to incinerate.
Right. So we have
So, yep. Go
yeah,
ahead.
we have Wong, Luke Cage, Daredevil, Ghost Rider 1, as you mentioned, and oh, good, Namor. Excellent. Who got Heroes for Hire, Deal with the Devil, Brace for Impact, Sacrifice, and Cover Me. Interesting, not the Submariner protection card. Cover
I'm
Me.
actually surprised to see that in, in Defenders at all. I don't think it's
Mm,
particularly good in Defenders. I think the card is good. I think
mm.
Defenders struggles to have the slots.
All right. The Cover Me card is newer for Defenders. It's a reactive card. During power phase,
So,
the Defender's character can spend 4 power to play the card. That round, after an attack targeting this character is resolved, another allied character may make an attack targeting the attacking enemy character. So a bit of a bodyguard, sort of.
kind of. It's more like it's like a counterattack. It's more like what
Yeah.
Gwenum has or what.
Yeah, it's a good one. Good way to
What's
say it.
nuts about it is it doesn't have the like 0 cost rider on it. You can make any attack.
Oh, I
believe,
see. Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah. It's any that you can
And
afford.
it's really wacky if you have like beams and stuff. Like Crimson Dynamo can like lay a beam and it just has to touch the character that made the attack, and you can shoot like 3 characters.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah. I heard about that. Yeah. So even though there's like innocent bystanders, so to speak, in a beam, they all get attacked. Right. So he's taken Mike. That is has taken Thanos with the Mind Space Gem. He's taken Red Skull 3. Just as you predicted, he's taken Loki, which is interesting. I haven't seen this before, so that we could talk about that. And Baron Zemo 1. Cards are Sacrifice, I'm a Baron After All, Fallback, Dark Reign, and Cosmic Obliteration, none of which are terribly surprising.
Yeah, I think he's kind of cornered into the Loki pick by the threat value because he's not playing double 2s, right?
No.
Right. So I think Loki will be okay here, but I think he would much rather have played like 18 and played Bucky or something like that.
Sure. I mean, in the old days, Vince, if you remember, Loki 1 was a big pain in the ass on E-shapes. I mean, because his bubble is there and it's really annoying.
I just think he's so easily killed these days. So you have to be really careful.
Very possible. So Submariner was all the way on the right flank for Seth. Then he has Ghost Rider right in the middle, Wong next to him, and Luke Cage next to him. And he sent Submariner up to, because he has priority, he picked the far flanking Legacy Cure up, and then he's hiding inside that truck for some cover. Meanwhile, Mike has put Thanos straight down the middle. Red Skull 3 just next to him, Loki just next to him as well on the left. On the right, a little bit further to the right, but still centrally located, is Baron Zemo. All right, first move for Mike is to put Loki forward. It looks like Loki is going to go for the secure in the middle. For people who are confused, Mike DeLuca is in California, but has elected to play in the European League. So yes, he is in the right place.
Yeah, I think that's just like I mean, the leagues are essentially what time zone you want to play in.
Correct.
All right, so I think Mike's on like graveyard shift or something. So
yeah, I mean, California is literally 8 hours behind London, so it's like when people are starting their workday is when we kind of finish our workday, and so if he's got a different shift, it works out perfectly for him. Great.
Right.
Yeah. So why Loki to pick
nervous.
up that? Yeah. Go ahead. Why is Loki up there picking that thing? I mean, he's got the bubble up, but still.
I guess he's just not that threatened. Like he's gonna get he's gonna get got by. He's gonna get punched once by Ghost Rider. I just don't think there's a lot of projected threat into Loki at all here, with Namor having gone, and Namor also not having charge online turn 1, or he can have it. Wong can give him power. Looks like Wong walked up, or looks like Wong made a power, handed it to Cage, and walked up.
Correct. And so he's on the secure.
Interesting that it's on Cage. I don't understand why you would put it on Cage.
Well, put the threat, too dangerous to ignore straight away. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know what that does turn 1. I would rather. I'd probably put it on Ghost Rider, and then if he does damage to anyone, I can slide up and double punch Loki.
Yeah. Mike's moved Red Skull 3 on top of the building and also contesting the back secure. Now Seth is moving Ghost Rider, looking like he wants to get into range 3 of Loki.
Yeah, he's just trying to keep the kidnap online as long as possible. Right? You want to activate Thanos as late as you can, because the model is totally fair. Like,
Very surprised up at CarlCon that Asgard wasn't prominent.
I'm not terribly surprised by it. So there was quite a bit of high level play at CarlCon. A lot of really good players there, and Asgard is very strong. But Asgard doesn't have a lot of skill expression. Like, I would say its skill window is very narrow. Like, its floor is very high. It's hard to play them very badly. But it's also hard to be like super talented and have that increase how strong they are.
Yep.
They
Understood.
just kind of are as good as they are always.
Yep.
And so
it's not
I think
what the players there were interested in playing.
Yeah, I think it turns off a lot of good players. Like, a lot of us all tried Asgard, and like we were like, we're not having a good time.
Yep, sure. Right, so he's moved Ghost Rider up into range of Loki and attacks him for 2 hits so far into 1 save. The crit, though, rolls into nothing. So it looks like Loki's going to take 1.
So take a damage and no conditions.
Yeah, that's okay.
And he needed 3 damage here to be able to skate out because of the Loki aura.
Yeah, why don't you tell the kids?
I think this Ghost Rider's getting abducted, but maybe I'm an idiot here. But I would just absolutely just try to take Ghost Rider. I would try to leave Ghost Rider low, and then just take his activation at the start of the next turn. But it looks like Mike is opting for a Legacy Virus play.
Yeah. So he's sending Baron Zemo up with a double move to pick up the final cure. Which, by the way,
this doesn't hurt that bad because you have I Am a Baron to give him his charge next turn.
Yeah. Yeah. So Seth elected. He could have taken 2 cures, and he elected not to.
Again, I don't know if he's just like worried about the kidnap.
Yep.
Because you put anybody on the midline, like if you put Daredevil up there, Daredevil is going to get kidnapped by Thanos, take 2 Thanos punches, and then DeLuca has the option to play I Am a Baron and put 2 more Zemo attacks into him.
Yeah, he's not gonna survive that.
Probably he shouldn't. Especially, it kind of depends on how much power Thanos makes. But if Thanos makes enough to give Zemo a Death Decree on one of those, like, that's a dead Daredevil.
Daredevil moves up onto a truck for some cover and then uses his long range attack, which is only, I think, 4 dice. Rolls well. 3 hits with a crit.
Rolls well, misses the push though. Looks like.
I can't remember the trigger.
I think it's hit.
Oh, okay.
Not always.
4 into 2 saves, so I think 2 go through if I'm doing the right. Yeah. For all the Gen Z players out there, Vince, tell them what Loki 1's bubble is all about.
It's a bubble of root, and then it becomes on his flip side, it becomes a bubble of root and hex. That also stacks with root. Yeah,
that's a great way of explaining it, though. Well done. Yeah. So they have the same effects of those conditions, but not the conditions. So you could, as you were saying, stack them if you wanted to.
Yeah. It can make it that an early killed Loki can suddenly make your team's damage like fall off a cliff, because hex is, I think, like a pretty underestimated condition because it's not in a lot of spots, and a lot of the characters that have access to it aren't very good.
Yeah, just look at Black Cat, eh?
Oh,
Black Cat's...
Mike realizing he should have picked the other side of the table because of how much this dicks on Thanos's turn, because it's at exactly 2. Oh, maybe he does get on the thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. I wonder who designed this map, though, because if it were Pat, it most definitely would be.
It's absolutely Patter. It's Pat or DeLuca, and I think DeLuca would know.
Yeah.
The only 2 people that do this, like, nonsense, that like try to balance the models they don't like by giving them rough deployments or whatever, are Pat and DeLuca. And it being so early, it's got to be a Pat map. Like, maybe it's a llama map and this is accidental, but I doubt it.
Wow, we are throwing some serious old school refs around tonight. I don't know what's going on. But hopefully the younger generation. We are the home of Gen Z MCP players, Vince, if you didn't know. So hopefully they are gaining some of this lore and benefiting from it. Oh, there's the kidnap.
Right, here comes the So Space Stone up. Didn't quite get on the piece of terrain. So has to walk, teleport. Teleport Ghost Rider. He's going to punch Ghost Rider here. And then it'll probably be a Loki activation at the top of the next turn to take Ghost Rider's activation off the table.
4 hits and 2, including 2 crits. Yikes. Into 1 save.
It's 3 crits.
Oh, because Red Skull 3's a thing. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
so I assume
6,
you pay for that.
7 to 2. 5 go through. Yes, folks, this is what you have to be careful of in the new Red Skull 3
balanced
meta with Thanos.
Also, that is literally perfect.
The
because
push,
with the collision,
or the throw, rather.
He's going to leave him on 1.
2.
Or leave him on 2, sorry.
Yeah.
Not literally perfect then.
Yeah, so Thanos' attack also includes with a trigger a throw. So he threw Ghost Rider into that fountain. So he did another point of damage. So Ghost Rider's on 6 out of 8. And then uses, I forget which ability it is, to portal him forward to. The Mind Gem to portal him forward to. So it sucks.
Yeah.
Here comes...
I'm a little bit worried here for Seth here. This is a really big start. He's going to take a massive tempo loss here.
Yep.
And he's going to contest the middle to stay on parity or stay only 1 point behind.
Mm-hmm.
Man, having a safe grab and then still going down points on turn 1.
Exactly. When I play X-Men,
safe grab priority.
If this happens when I don't, I have the safe grab and I still am down on points after round 1, I feel really bad. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah. There's like a mild argument to have played Amazing here, to have double safe grab, but I don't like Amazing on the Incinerate thing, and I also don't think you should be playing the 3/5 threats. It seems like too many 5 threats to me. But
Amazing Spider-Man you're referring to.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Hey, listen. So you're up at CarlCon, which was one of the best cons in this. It's a local thing, but it's extremely well run. Carl does a fantastic job flavoring up his con, make it really unique. My question is when you were there enjoying yourself, did you have a quiet word with Carl? I'm just curious if you asked him why he keeps tinkering around with the dice roller tech.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, the dice rollers have been, they seem to get sweeter or sour depending on who's rolling them, depending on which color it is.
That's your opinion, man. I don't think he's messed with the dice roller math at all.
You sure? Next, you're going to tell me he doesn't eat cats and dogs. That's what you're going to tell me next, right? I'm supposed to believe you?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so first of all, I think without Carl, the mod just wouldn't exist anymore.
True.
Because
true.
The owners of the TTS mod had kind of moved on from the game, but we're keeping it alive for the community.
Yeah.
And we're looking for an exit. And then AMG announced some new policy about unofficial use of things, and they took it as an exit.
Right.
And Carl picked it up. So Carl runs CarlCon, and he runs the mod and everything that entails with the mod. And I think he has made many improvements, and I'm really thankful that we can still play this game online, because I don't think there was anybody else that was willing to take it up that also could take it up.
Yeah, both. All right, so you're gonna forego the sweetening of the dice rollers and stuff because of all those contributions, is what you're telling me.
So I mean, I'll hit Carl where it hurts, for sure. If when he steps out of line, I will let him know. He started to try to fix the grunts problem. So if you don't know, when you hold Alt on a model with grunts, things really small.
Yeah.
Because of how it is. And the first thing he did was he switched or it's only a problem on horizontal cards. So he
Yeah.
started to try to fix it, and he made Nick Fury's card horizontal.
Yeah.
And then stopped trying to fix it. So he just took the model that I play the most and broke him, and then didn't actually fix the problem.
All right, let me catch everybody up. Red Skull 3 threw that annoying building into Ghost Rider, who used Brace to stop it. Then he moved forward a little bit, and he portaled Luke Cage with another visibility way out of range so that he couldn't bodyguard Ghost Rider.
Couldn't heroes.
Yeah, or heroes even, yeah. And so now Red Skull uses a second action to attack Ghost Rider and did a great roll. 5 hits and into
Looks
2
like
saves.
there's a death's decree on this as well.
Ah, okay, yeah. So, sure. So that's
2, 4,
Thanos giving extra dice to Red Skull's attack and predictably dazed Ghost Rider. So that is the first move, the opening move for Mike.
Yeah, this is a massive tempo hit for Seth. Like, when you're one wider, losing an activation is brutal, and he's losing an activation that's like almost a third of his list.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's closer to a fourth, but like he's just like losing a fourth of his list.
Plus, Ghost Rider likes to hang out in the back because he gets ability. He gets bonuses as stuff happens to the rest of the army, which is not going to happen anymore now that he's dazed.
And then, also to like make matters worse, Seth is a little bit overloaded in support. Right, he's got 5 of his threat in Wong and Cage. So like those models' ability to like do meaningful work, either both on scenario or attrition, is like severely limited. And this is kind of the trap that Defenders players can fall into, where I'm not saying business. That like, yeah, you can end up not enough business, right? Because also that 5 points is like 5 points of great models, right? Like Luke Cage, one of the most efficient defensive 3s in the game. Wong unlocks turn 1 shenanigans. If you're playing portals, he also brings portals, which is an insane card. I understand like why you would want both these models, and I see lots of Defenders players play both these models, but it just means that like that defensive stuff really has to keep your workhorses alive, and losing a workhorse can be a big setback.
Right, so Daredevil double tapped Baron Zemo and did exactly 0 damage. Part of the problem is that Seth's holding these guys back, so they're not really getting the benefit of the leadership, which is to reroll, depending on how many enemies are around you.
Yeah, I think Mike is thinking about putting Namor under the Loki bubble, so he doesn't even have charge anymore. All right, and with Ghost Rider dazed, Daredevil gone, if you can neuter Namor's activation here, he has no workhorse left.
Yeah. Red Coddle, hey buddy, from Ireland, makes a good point that those 3 attacks between last round and this round that Daredevil made, none of them hit the trigger to do the pull, which is, I think, what he really wanted to try to get Zemo out of position. That is pretty rough. Right, back over to Mike. And the other thing I noticed, Vince, I think you just triggered the thought in my mind, is that, Seth's committed 2 5-point characters in a list. That's heavy.
Yeah, I don't think that's totally out of the ordinary for Defenders, because especially at like 19 threat, I think both players will. I think lots of Defenders players are playing like Namor Hulk, or like Hulk and Shang-Chi, stuff like that. They're playing like multiple.
That's a good point. I would have expected
they're playing like
Shang-Chi.
10 threat of they're like putting 10 threat in 2 models is like not insane. I think the Shang-Chi here, you're scared of the Incinerate, and you kind of have to just bury that model. And he's protected by his blanks and his 5 dice, and maybe if he hits his staggers. This is a scary list to bury a model against.
Mike's taken a very conservative move with Loki. He merely moved him a bit forward, but otherwise didn't do anything else with him.
I guess he's just like not that scared of the walk charge. Like if he hits the stagger, or maybe he's just planning on because Loki's got the power to trickster. So if he walk charges Loki, uh, he'll just trickster out, and if he is trying to get in range to like walk charge Thanos or Skull, the Loki aura will stop the charge.
Yeah,
because he has to be outside of 4. I don't know if long 2 will get him to Skull, but it looks like it won't. So in that respect, I like this positioning a lot.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the thing about Loki. You know, you're using him to be a nuisance, not to do a lot of work. Although once he gets a lot of power, then he can. Oh, thanks, Glenn. Wong cleared Incinerate off of Cage. I didn't see that activation. Okay, that's what Seth did in the end. And so now it's back over to Mike. Thank you, Glenn.
Yeah. I think if I'm Mike here, I portal forward, I pull Wong up, I take my free power off of Wong. Right, and I just take Wong away because you don't want to give up priority.
Yep.
And like you're just gonna slowly take stuff away. If you make power, you can go put Daredevil in La La Land. I think it's looking incredibly Mike favored. I think he's just
yes, a matter of rolling dice.
Everything has broken his way that can break his way.
Yep. So Wong gets kidnapped forward. Now Thanos gonna punch the little guy. Poor Wongers.
Yeah. F2. Oh no. Can Thanos find 4 power?
So yeah, he one shots him.
Looks like did Thanos go to naked there? Why does he have 5 power?
Yeah, not sure.
Maybe he had 1 left. I don't know. Because Mike's also only showing 4 hits, so kind of like they miscommunicated.
He was at 1. Glenn's saying.
Okay, cool.
Right, so Thanos is now going to move Daredevil.
Yep, move Daredevil away, and he's got he's
another action left to
go.
Desecrate
in the bag for this turn. He'll have another 2 for next turn. Fun fair model. God, they got to fix the Space Stone.
Yeah, something. There's a couple of things that need to fix.
And he walks back. Boop. God, you always know you're in so much trouble when the aggressive melee list is starting to walk away from you.
Yeah. Did you see any Red Skull 3 at CarCon?
Yeah, Tyson was playing him.
Mm-hmm.
I know we got a game on stream with him. I think that list is very, very good. It still has tricky nuances to pilot.
Absolutely.
And it leans on dice hard. Like its dice are absurd.
Yeah.
But there are pinch points where certain threat is awkward for you. And you can also bump into tables where there isn't enough terrain
to move the throws.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there are lists that are pretty good at dealing with Thanos. Thanos is one of the big boogeymen of the format. A lot of top players are teched for it. So things like Namor staggering him every turn. Namor won't win a fight straight up with Thanos, but staggering Thanos and then going elsewhere to do other stuff.
Yep. Which with his long range charge is absolutely doable.
Yeah, if Namor could, for example, let's say the positioning was like it is now, if Namor could activate from here and charge Thanos, stagger Thanos, then Spender Skull and push Thanos away, all of a sudden we're in a situation where you feel pretty good about your 5-threat activation.
So Seth decided to move Namor off of that truck into the back secure, his home secure. And now Baron Zemo is moving, it looks like, to the middle. So everybody's consolidating, as happens in these sort of E-shaped maps as they move right here into the middle eventually.
Yeah, I like this a lot. Mike knows that the game is his to lose.
Yeah.
He's going to back up, play more conservatively. He's up on attrition. He's up on scenario. Let's make him spend actions coming to me. He's going to have priority off the rip here. I think his first activation is a little awkward in that it's going to be cage protected by, or like he has cage protecting Ghost Rider, and then Ghost Rider's also protected by Deal with the Devil. So like trying to get a meaningful activation here, maybe you just kill Ghost Rider and be like, pick up one of your models, dude.
Yeah. So Seth moves Luke Cage, as you're mentioning, to the middle. So he is nullifying the middle secure point, and also in a position to protect Ghost Rider. So they've switched the round. So everybody's getting in their incinerates who are standing next to these secures. And the score is 6 for Mike, 4 to Seth, with Mike again having priority, which is the plan with his roster build.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This is where, I mean, like without significant intervention, tall lists can really control wider lists that are both attrition focused. Defenders usually can break this with portals, and because they can create the distance artificially with the portals thing. Shield can do it with Eye in the Sky, and soon anybody will be able to do it with survival.
Do what exactly? Sorry,
like kind of level the playing field of tall versus wide attrition.
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
I think survival is going to be a big change to like kind of the tall abuse that's going on. I think that card's extremely strong.
Mm-hmm. So is that good for the game then?
So it remains to be seen. So like my gut, if that card cost a static amount of power, like if it was not pay your threat, I would say the card's just busted, because then tall just uses it into wide.
Yeah.
But it has a bunch of like control mechanisms on it that I think they've covered all their bases. We've play tested it a couple times, and I think it's remarkably fair. And I'm kind of floored by it. I think it is going to go on the restricted list because I think it's played in literally every team that plays a 3-threat.
Yeah, I'm playing.
We'll play that card.
Playing X-Men, and I'm definitely going to be playing that card.
Yeah, I think it's really good in X-Men. I think it's really good in Webs. I think it's really good in Shield. I think it's really good in Defenders. Like the card's amazing. But I do think it addresses a specific problem with the game. So I don't know if that's going to keep it off the restricted list or not. I'm kind of excited all around.
Yeah, me too.
I'm really excited to see what it does. It's going to have its big premiere at Second Wind.
Hey!
The only important tournament going on in October. Or at least the most important.
Oh, dear. Yeah. You'd be pleased to know we've decided to run for the second year now, our 2-day tournament in London, which is called the Mutant Weekender. And it was we were able to sell out more tickets than this year. So the first time we ran it, we sold 64 tickets in like 5 days. So we were very, very pleased. And that'll be in January. Okay, somebody poured a Luke Cage out of protection range.
So he moved to 3 range. He moved to 3 sticks, so it means it's got to be skull.
Skull, yeah. Oh, and Dark Range just got played by Baron Zemo on somebody?
On Ghost Rider. Okay.
Ghost Rider.
So he's going to go for the double Ghost Rider kill.
Yeah. Makes sense.
It's not totally out of the realm of possibility that I don't know. I think I would want to kill Wong first before I went for this, but maybe.
Oh my God! Look at that hit, bro! Jesus, lordy! Carl Khan, dice rollers, heed my words.
5, 6.
Good save though.
But... So this is what the spender with extra dice on it, or has he already rolled the crits in? Nope, they're the crits. Yeah.
So 5, 6, 7, 8 hits for Mike to 3 saves. Goes 5 out of.
So this is just a builder with
builder
with Death's Decree on it. Cool. Well, at least you rolled 3 saves, so you don't just instantly lose your Ghost Rider.
Yeah. Yikes.
I think you take power, throw the big thing at him, and then hopefully he dies. and then you try to shoot him again.
Yeah.
Probably gets heroes for hired, but we'll see.
Looks like this is the second attack. It's 3, 4, 5 hits. Now some rerolls.
No, he went for the attack again.
Yeah. So 3, 4, 5, 6 hits into just one save.
Yeah, so kills him.
Yeah.
So was this a spender then?
I'm not sure.
What did he do with his power? I guess is my question.
Well, he did move Thanos. Sorry. What the hell is his name? Luke Cage first. Didn't seem like he threw anything yet, so maybe it was the spender.
All right, so here's Deal with the Devil off Wong, as expected. It's a KO'd Wong. And a fully healed Ghost Rider. He's going to be injured because Wong is injured.
Yeah.
Doesn't this also do like a bunch of conditions or something?
Yeah, I thought so too.
The activated token.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Maybe it does it where he arrives, not where he dies. Okay. When he's KO'd, pay 4. Ghost Rider removes all special condition, removes all damage. Place within 1. Character was healthy, blah, blah, blah. Then they suffer. So it's after the place that they do the conditions. So.
Okay, so there's nobody around him, so no conditions.
King
Mark makes a good question, Vince. He's asking, does Dark Reign stay? Which was on Ghost Rider originally. So it does stay.
Because the card says what it removes. And it's special conditions, damage, activated tokens, drops objectives, then it's placed 1.
All right.
So it doesn't say, like it's not a new Ghost Rider. It's the same Ghost Rider.
Mm-hmm.
The tactics card buff stays on him, which I think is actually really smart out of Mike. Because like Ghost Rider is almost certainly still dying this turn.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's got 2 more models with full rerolls. That can do this. Boy, Seth is just in so much trouble. Because the Loki pick, which I was not a big fan of at the start of this.
Yeah.
Loki is just effing with Namor so hard right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This is the thing. Loki, when you're playing him, I find he doesn't seem like he's doing terribly much, but the opponent, and I've played against Loki, so that's me, you're just frustrated by him incessantly during the game.
How is Namor still only on 3 power?
Yeah, they're saying that he didn't do the power phase button, Seth. That's what the chat is saying. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm like he still can't charge. He didn't do anything last turn.
Yeah. Oh, poor Seth. That's not good. So what do you find? Is there a regular kind of MO for using the pentagrams portal? Like, do you just like wait for a bunch up to happen on E and then pop the portal so that you're right in the middle of that bunch?
So there's a great game on my channel where you can watch this played. The thing is really dynamic, and it's like hard to like fully explain in the kind of like snappy soundbite you're looking for here.
Okay.
But there's 2 videos on my channel. There's a gameplay where the finals of the NorCal Classic on my channel. You can watch Portals played pretty much to perfection there. There's also a video where when Eric took it to LVO and debuted the list on kind of the national stage, we talk a lot about it, how it works. But essentially, you're creating like the portal both players can use, but you're setting it up in a way where you can like charge to standing on the other portal, do all your attacks, hop through the portal and be back to safety. And just set up kind of these like one-way attacks. And if somebody comes through the portal, they have to like walk to it and then take the portal, and then they get 1 action, and then your whole team kills them.
Got it.
And you'd be like, great. Also, you can also like block the landing site.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
Usually you need a piece of large terrain to do that, but all right. So Cage walking, punching Loki here.
Yeah, this is a desperation move. It's not great for Luke.
I think you just take this and you just hope that Luke doesn't 1-tap your Loki.
Ooh, well, maybe he threw the terrain piece at him.
Oh yeah, maybe
that's what it was. But yeah, and he did not
Now I think
save
you have
terribly well.
Trickster.
Yeah, he did 3 hit points to Loki with that piece of terrain, so that's really good. Look,
I wonder if Loki can get to if Trickster gets him to 2 of Ghost Rider. Oh, maybe that was Walk Punch. Oh no, it can't be. He's on no power. What did Cage do with his other action?
I'm not sure. Maybe he's just, he hasn't put a tick mark on
It's
him yet.
being measured.
So Mike's thinking of something else. In the meantime,
Oh yeah. So Mike's looking at stuff. Oh yeah, he's
now he's
just thinking about what his threat into Ghost Rider is. Yeah. So Mike's thinking about an I am a Baron charge.
Right.
I don't know. I would take a good hard look and see if that's in. It's probably not, though. Maybe Mike's eyeballs are just better than mine. But like, if you could Trickster to in range of Ghost Rider, like I'm pretty sure Loki just kills Ghost Rider. Maybe he's worried about sacrifice into like rolling a bunch of crits and being killed by the Ghost Rider crackback.
Yeah. Ooh. So I think Mike elected not to Trickster, and so Luke just hit him again for a lot.
Ooh,
God,
boy.
6. So that's going to be.
Oh, I guess this lets Mike just kill Ghost Rider and not give up priority. Maybe, or maybe he just didn't think that he would do that. Did he pay for I Am a God? Because he's only got 2 Death Dice. It's like pretty rough.
Guess not.
Because even if he did there, he's still dead through freaking Cage's 6 hits on 5 dice.
Yeah, Power Man Punch. In fact, he didn't get the stagger off. Power Man Punch.
Okay, I think if you're Mike here, I'm playing I Am a Baron to go to 4 power on Zemo, charging.
Yeah, on
Ghost
Master
Rider.
Swordsman.
No, I mean I don't know if you're in for Master Swordsman, but you have full rerolls anyway because of Dark Reign.
Oh, forgot about that. Yep. Hey, tell everybody the name of your channel.
It's Vincent Kirkov.
Okay.
Vincent, last name Curkov. Yeah, you can also find it by searching for Run the Length or the NorCal Classic or my latest series, King of Marvel Crisis Protocol, where I pretend that I'm a developer for Marvel Crisis Protocol and I tell them how to fix their game. Yeah, I have a lot of good stuff on there. There's also Alfredo Size 3 Taco Truck, a Marvel Crisis Protocol podcast, the podcast I'm on. I also put those up on YouTube, mostly just to try to find new people. Because the podcast algorithm isn't as exciting.
Yep.
Or as reliably to find new people.
Now, is that YouTube just audio, though, or is it you guys video as well?
So there's a video aspect to it.
That's good.
Put little caricatures of us up there, and then they like kind of pulsate.
Oh,
when you when we talk, but
okay,
I do that just so there's some kind of thing. I really just want people to find the episodes and then just
go to
listen to the audio feed, which has no commercials, and just have people find our cast. I'm using it entirely for discoverability.
All right, so Thanos has kidnapped Ghost Rider. So Ghost Rider looks safe over there, but he wasn't.
He's unfortunately not in the Zemo aura.
No, but he did punch him for 4 hit points, I think. Yep. Yikes.
I'm surprised that he's going here with Thanos, with this being Dark Reign. I guess Zemo just doesn't get it done with sacrifice on the way, but I'm like super down. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just thinking too attrition minded, and the fact that Namor's like pretty well shut down.
Yeah.
If
God, there goes to another. The dice have been really hot on both sides here tonight, but
I mean, I don't even think that's that hot of dice. Like that guy's only def 3.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure, but still, you got to roll attacks.
I mean, it's.
I was told by the great Kolar from Sweden that Baron Zemo is the one that's the real killer in this list. All of them roll a lot of dice, but Baron Zemo with all the buffs and everything is like an insane amount of dice. And reliable ones.
Yeah, it's hard to do the math for, but it's like somewhere between 30 and 40% for him to just 2-tap. Ghost Rider there. And like if you fail, it's like whatever. Ghost Rider gets an activation.
All right, this looks like
You have to be careful.
Namor charge at Thanos, who got who sacrificed it.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want the stagger on Thanos, especially because you have priority again.
Yeah.
And
so is this Red Skull?
Unstaggered Thanos can just kill. Yeah, dude, man, freaking Seth is in so much trouble.
Yeah.
It looks like he's gonna just straight up kill.
Good attack. Yeah, is going into Red Skull 3. That was 5 hits into 2 saves. So 3 go through. And is that the stagger symbol? I can't tell.
Yep. Yeah. It's the new stagger. It's the blue on each side.
Okay, thanks.
All right, and he's going to surf. God, I love Namor's kit so much. Namor's the coolest model they've like, ever designed. He's just so toolbox. Like, he is, I think, straight up power-wise, like, he's not better. There's like a 5 or a 6 threat that, depending on how you're playing him, that does what he does better than the thing you need him to do, but he just does so many things.
Mm-hmm.
He's like second best in the game at all of them.
Uh-huh. So he surfs forward and looks like he's gonna maybe go after Red Skull again. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I guess you spend her here on.
Oh god, a crappy hit though. Buh.
He's got the defender's reroll. That's what's going on.
Ah, nice. Which will be.
He's got 3 rerolls.
3 rerolls. Ooh, they roll right into hits. Boom. That's what you want to see out of defenders. That's what you want.
All right.
This is Zemo defense roll.
Yeah, so this is another builder onto Zemo, just trying to get Zemo off the table, and then he'll be able to surf onto the back point if he wants it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which he does.
Surf on the back point. Already incinerated. Why not? All right. Already don't have priority. Grab the other cure. If you somehow magically live, maybe you can go for assembly, but seems unlikely, especially because you have all the things.
That would be pretty epic, though, for this game, if he was able to assemble it and get 6 points out of it.
Well, he's actually somehow managed to turn this into a 5-0 score-wise.
Yeah.
But he's just running out of resources.
Yeah, that's the problem. Because even if he assembles the virus, that's another 5-point character down the drain.
Yeah. I don't think there's any way he's going to assemble. I don't think Mike's going to let him.
Yeah.
And also his offensive output is going to be in the dirt here because Loki's flipping, which is also going to mean that like Namor's in real serious trouble. He's down a dice. He can't re-roll. Or not, it's not he can't re-roll. He can't explode crits. Yikes. Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
Seth just needs Namor to live here. If Namor lives, Seth has a way out of this game.
He's got a prayer. He's got a chip and a chance.
But man, I do not think that is going to happen.
Dice gods, where are you when we need you? Smile upon Seth.
I think you open up with Zemo here and you just do like your freaking
what is dice. It? Yep.
Yeah, it's do a 9-die Death Decree
with rerolls.
Yeah, with full rerolls. You're just like, okay, cool. That's good. Just one shot him, and then you grab those, and you just like run to the corner. Or maybe you then dive. I mean, you're just looking to clean it up. Just go after Cage. No, I don't think you go after Cage.
So Red Skull just cleared off both of his conditions. Is that what just happened?
Yeah, he's played Cosmic Obliteration.
Oh, right. Okay.
I don't like this play. He's putting why put a hex on him? He's already hexed.
What, via the incinerate?
No, via the Loki aura.
Oh,
Loki's
yeah.
on the backside.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I guess for when you fail and you leave this, does this card have to be played on Red Skull's activation?
Cosmic
Let's
Obliteration?
find
Yeah, not
out.
sure.
Cosmic Obliteration, not Invigoration. Uh, it does not have to be played on its turn. Never mind. This is fine.
Nice. So this is Mike still thinking through something. I hear dice being rolled now, so not sure who he's attacking though. Another fantastic hit. Good Lord.
My gosh.
Jesus Christ. 4, 5, 6, 7. Now the rerolls. 7 so far because he gets the skull from the Cabal leadership.
This guy's just dead. He's just
5,
dead.
6, 7, 8, 9.
So casual 10 hits on 9 dice.
10. Yeah, 10 hits. He gets full rerolls from the spender, plus he gets his own strategic genius reroll.
From Master Swordsman.
Yeah.
Master Swordsman and a reroll. So you have more rerolls than dice. And you explode your first skull, which is also really good synergy with Zemo because he hates skulls so much. All right, cool. That guy's just dead.
Yep, one shot.
Fun there.
No, he's put down the 2.
Do you put these on the ground? I don't know.
Why wouldn't him pick up both of them and run away?
Yeah, so it's pick them up and run away, I guess is the question. But like, you're still Zemo on a bucket of power. Like, you have so much damage available to you, and you're gonna put the reroll aura out of the game.
Yeah, sure.
I guess it's like, what is your win condition? Are you planning on just being like, okay, I'm up enough on I'm up enough on attrition that I can just coast on scenario, or are you still pushing for attrition here?
Yep.
I think is the question as to what you do.
Yeah, that is what it comes down to. And he may want to.
Right, but you also don't want to hand deliver as like assembling the virus. I think is Seth's out, and you want to make sure he can't do that. So maybe you pick up one and leave the other on the ground. Nope, he's picking up both. I think he's going to run Zemo then.
Yeah. There he goes.
Maybe he'll charge and.
Oh wow! Just balls it.
Well, maybe he'll charge and spend her out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, good. The spender lets you get a medium move after the attack. Yeah.
Yes, like because Zemo's on tons of power, right? He's on 6. You could spend all 6 to go in and come out, and get Master Swordsman rerolls, and you might just kill Cage. It's not like super likely, especially because you've spent your skull.
Yep. All right, here we go.
No, he's just gonna go in. He's just gonna trust that the Zemo aura is gonna keep him alive. I think even if Cage gets this off of Zemo, I don't think he gets out. Right, because you can pull him back in with Thanos. You can pull him back in with Skull. You've got lots of attacks to kill him, and you have like no power on Daredevil is your bigger problem. So there's no Devil's Ahead kitchen to really get you out of this.
No saves. So that's 4 hits so far with the crit still to go.
What was that 1-inch place for?
Yeah, not sure. Or maybe did Heroes of Fire on himself.
Oh, he Heroes for hired himself, so to throw Zemo away.
Yeah, he did 5 points of damage. Wow, he left him on 1. Yay!
Okay.
So now he gets to throw him into Red Skull.
Okay, so you're hoping that Red Skull blocks nothing here?
This is that point of the game, Vince, the desperation phase.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. So that's Zemo taking 1 for the throw, and now Red Skull rolling his defense dice, dodge dice, I should say. He dodges 1, Vince. 1.
Yeah. That's all he needed.
Yep. And so now the spender movement happens, which is a medium move.
Yeah. So he did spender. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you just back him up here. You leave him so that he's still protecting Skull. Make him actually work for killing Skull.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because you're not getting Devil's Deliverance or whatever the terrifying spender on Daredevil is. That's not happening this turn. Yeah, I think I keep him in the range of that. I think you gotta be a little bit worried about what Namor's gonna wake up and do next turn, but yeah, I don't know. I think dice are gonna have to go crazy for Seth, and Mike's gonna have to make some pretty big mistakes here.
Deaton makes a good point, actually. The spender movement should have come before the Heroes for Hire throw because of
Yeah, that is true.
the attacker's stuff happens before the defender. Nice call, Deaton.
Mm-hmm.
Talking to what's that? Are they
so it looks like
they rewinding?
No, it doesn't look like they're right. I think they're saying miss trigger on Mike.
Ah, right.
You just putting the check mark down.
He just foregoes the spender move.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Which it's an elective part of the attack, so there is that.
Yeah, it's always so weird that, like, how do you handle that thing?
Yeah, sure. Especially because dice have been rolled now. You know what the dodge would have done, so that's a little awkward. Okay, so this is look like the spender from Luke Cage into Red Skull or into Zemo. I'm not sure. Maybe Zemo. It'd be ideal if he took the two cures off of him.
You need to kill. You have to kill Zemo, but also like Red Skull. And I don't know, man. You're in so much trouble. This is into an incinerated model, so it's got to be into Zemo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. I think I saw him hit the arrow there. But good old Zemo rolls him 2 saves.
Yeah, so you got the stagger, so stun, stagger, and slow. I don't remember. Other than like taunt, what else does this character even do? Slow stun. Oh, slow stun and throw. There you go.
Well, that'd take down Red Skull 3.
Pretty likely,
wow.
I think. He needs 3 blocks. No, that's not enough.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Stuff is happening. Never give up in MCP, right, Vince?
I just don't think that's enough at all.
Come on, buddy. Work with me here. There are new players watching this stream.
Man, I think you just
what just happened? Oh, it must have been Loki now going into
No, you got counterattacks by Zemo and died.
Oh, counterattack. Thank you. Classic. So he's lost his cube or whatever, cure in the process.
Yep, and his second action.
Oh God, yeah, that too. Oh, such a bitch. Yep. Black Widow does that to me all the time. Stupid 2-threat model. She's like, boonk, and like,
Okay, so what do you do here as Mike? I'm not sure what your most efficient line is. I think I just want to like push Daredevil away. I don't want to give him good stuff, but I think it's pretty easy for him to just like double walk and set up the spender to open the next turn. So
yeah, I mean Thanos can survive what Daredevil could do to him.
Yeah, but the issue is like if he loses Zemo and Loki and Skull, that's like the line back. Seth's line back into the game involves walking to in range. So I think you just have to. I think you scoop this up with Loki and you go stand on the back point. Or maybe you stand somewhere not within 2 of Namor. Maybe don't stand on a point. Ooh, okay. All right. So we got Thanos activating. He's cosmic portaling Zemo onto the back point to square that. So that Zemo's worth 3 points. gonna walk up, pick up the cube.
Okay.
And then probably move Daredevil away.
Looks like he's outside of 3.
Yeah, but he's got a whole action left. So he's just gonna walk into 3 and like be like walk short away, Daredevil. I think I would have held Thanos for last here. Maybe because he could have walked up and he could have bopped Zemo. I guess I like the Thanos activation here. Move him away. Oh, he space stoned Zemo. Now we're portaling. Now we're portaling Daredevil.
Yeah. So that's a double move away for Daredevil. He's behind that tree. He's in the bushes.
Oh, just balance Thanos stuff.
Yes, that's my dog. I don't know. Something's bothering her. She's upset about this game too. She's just spicing things up and trying to distract Seth from his misery.
What are you talking about? Thanos is so fair.
He's a big baddie.
Balance.
8 points.
We should ask Seth if he can taste the balance of Thanos. I mean, you just got to set. You got to set your Daredevil up to have a spender that just lets you back in the game. There's kind of no way you're going to get it because Zemo's going to, or not Zemo, but Loki's going to Trickster out because it's only range 2, so you get to Trickster out, and Loki's on a gajillion power, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think I would have shook Incinerate there with Zemo or with Loki because that doesn't cost you anything, and you have a spare action, but.
Okay, I got her out of there. Hey Vince, I went to with all the hype of the new Crow film, which I refuse to see because it's horrible reviews. I rewatched the original Crow from 1994.
Okay.
Have you? I'm sure you've seen it. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a couple decades, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is my point. I think you should treat yourself and have another rewatch of it. So honestly, it's like, wow. No? Look at that face. The communications major has something to say about the Crow 1994. Be very careful, my friend. You need to back up your opinion.
I think I was like 12 when I saw it, so I don't know.
Sir.
I will give it another attempt.
Yes.
I think it's a wild choice on a movie to reboot in general.
Oh, yeah. Whatever. I'm just saying, go back and take a look at how they crafted the first one now that you're a mature adult and see what you think. Honestly. In particular, the soundtrack on top of the cinematics. It's so good, Deaton. I mean, look. Look, Vince is unconvinced. Look at that smirk. Wow.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, whatever. You're allowed to enjoy Hot Topic the movie.
Go ahead. So what's happened here? It looks like the round has started. Mike has gotten up on points. It's 11 out of 10.
Yeah, 11, 10. Yeah, I don't know. I assume that maybe you go with, I don't know. You're just in so much trouble. Maybe Namor charges Red Skull and then Spender's Red Skull on Octopus, killing Zemo in the process.
Ooh.
Hopefully killing Red Skull. Pick up the 2 cures and hope that that's enough. Your other option is you walk Daredevil and you do your single spender on as many people as you get. If you can get all 4, I like the I like the Daredevil thing. Oh, it looks like we're going with the Namor thing.
Yay! Exciting. Tell everybody what how he's managing to do this.
Okay, so this is Imperious Rex, which is like kind of like for Asgard.
Yep.
So it's going to do it's a 6-die charge, if damage, stagger. It also has the Surf Towards, which he's not going to use. And he's attacking Red Skull.
Yeah, bad
I think
roll.
the problem with this, if this doesn't one-shot Red Skull, he's just going to fall back out of this.
Oh god, yeah.
To deny him the value, I would fall back here.
3 hits into 2 saves is not great. Let's see.
Especially because it gives you good opportunity to just kill Daredevil and clinch the game. Yeah, here comes fallback.
Mike's on it. He's going to do well. The WTC.
Oh no, Cosmic Blitz gone. You don't have good opportunity to kill Daredevil with this, but I still think you play fallback and make him spender. Oh, maybe he's rewinding this fallback decision.
Oh wow, he is. Look at this.
Ooh,
okay.
I just don't think you're going to have a better fallback. I think you fall back here.
Yeah.
Fallback hoses Namor so hard.
1 save. Good hit this time. 4 hits with 2 crits. I'm not sure if he rolled them yet. Into 1 save. That's 3 damage, if I'm doing it right. Here's the rerolls from Seth.
Oh, these are the Defender's rerolls coming in. All right. So he's taking 2 now, not 1. Oh, no, wait, never mind. I can't read, apparently, or maybe it didn't update. Now he's taking the bajillion, taking 4.
Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. 6 hits into 2 saves, so 4, yeah. 4. Oh, that leaves him on 1. What a bitch. So a lot of talking because nothing's happened. Is this part of the attack where he does the splash damage into Zemo? Is that what's going on?
Did he spend her afterwards? Is this the second attack? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, it's definitely the second attack. It definitely happened. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Namor has Armies of the Deep, and you can pick one of 3 modes when he makes the attack. This is Octopus, or Octopus's tentacles, or something like that, where everybody within 2 of the original target takes a damage and is pushed away from the target. So he uses it to kill Zemo and push Loki away. Leaves Skull on 1. Skull maximum sad.
Yeah, man.
Picks up the 2 here.
That'd be crazy if he had docked out Zemo and Red Skull. Yee. Damn.
Yeah, I think you activate Skull here for the last time, because throw the terrain and then spender with Death's Decree into Daredevil, like, might get Daredevil, especially because he's incinerated, so he's like def 2, nothing special.
Man, so many like narrow things that could have gone Seth's way that would have just.
If he gets Red Skull here, he's in way better shape, but he's still in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, but still, man.
Yeah, leaving him on 1 here is a big deal for
Mike.
Stuff. What is this? Oh, this is fallback. Yeah, I like this fallback a lot, because it's going to be kind of like a better. He's not going to have to pay for Beyond My Grasp. I don't think he has a way to get another attack. I don't know why you would leave 2, just barely. I would want to get in range of. Oh, maybe he's planning on going into Namor.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on.
Just to get the things off of him.
Yeah, sure.
I guess you're like not that scared of the Daredevil spender, because it's not gonna affect Loki. It's going to only hit, and then like Thanos should be fine, and like Red Skull's dead already. All right. Yeah, throw the thing into him. Spender him with Death Decree. It's like an 11 dice attack and a size 3 throw.
She's back. All right. Red Skull's activating. He's just spent some power, so assuming he's going to throw this fountain.
Oh, actually, my God, he's really likely to kill him.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the throw and 2 attacks for sure.
He only has 1 attack.
Oh, did he
because
move?
Of stagger.
Oh, stagger. Sorry.
No, he gets staggered with a thing.
Yep.
He is 79% to kill him here.
Did you do that? Did you use Jarvis Protocol to figure this out?
No, I use MCPdice.com.
Oh.
The best dice calculator.
All right, here comes the dodge. He's dodging 4 damage. Dodges 1, so he's taking 3 out of his 7.
Yeah, dude, he's super dead here. Like,
Vince,
Mike has to roll so bad.
Here he comes, his spender. Here comes the spender, and Mike's gonna roll bad. Roll bad. Let's make this game. Let's extend this game.
I mean, I assume you put Death Decree on this, right? Yeah, like you have to.
Yeah, I mean, are you even playing MCP? Otherwise.
Yeah.
All right, how many dice? I've heard a lot of dice. Oh God.
Yeah, I mean, it starts at 11. That's 3 crits. The dude is smear on the pavement.
Yeah, Deaton's dropped his coffee.
Oh, and you can pick these up, and then you can use Nothing's Beyond My Reach, like steal a bunch of Loki's power and just like effing dip out.
Why dip out? How do you mean? With what ability? Oh, with his own ability, his teleport.
Yeah, so you can, and then you can use powers for the one who rules to like get enough power to do this. I think if he's placed 3 directly away, I think he's just like, it's like maybe Cage has walk, throw a size 1 at him.
Oh, he's on 1 hit point. That's true. It could happen.
Like,
that'd be amazing.
Well, I guess he's gonna split him up.
Yeah, he doesn't have power. Deaton always squashing our dreams with his reality.
No, he has the power because he can steal the power from allies.
To pick up the extra token though, you can't do that, right?
Oh, right. I think he was on 3. He was only on 2. Okay.
Spender.
Yeah, fair enough. I think he should go towards the corner of the truck. The back left corner of our screen.
Hey,
here.
dude, now that you're in California, you must be getting some seriously good tacos.
Dude, I can't find good tacos to save my soul out here. I've been promised. Everybody's like, oh yeah, there's great tacos everywhere. And nobody has taken me to great tacos. I think I might be a victim of, so I think lots of people don't know that Chicago has an enormous Latin population.
Yes, it's true.
And so there's good tacos all over the place in Chicago.
Yeah.
And there's maybe my standards are just not where they should be.
I hear you. Yeah, because you got quality to begin with. It's not like you're some rube from Iowa. Where's Deaton from? Iowa. You're not some rube from Iowa who's like, oh, I'll have a chipotle taco, and it's delicious. So you're in LA area?
Oh, maybe he is in here. I'm in the Bay Area.
Oh, you're up by Nate.
I'm in Sacramento.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
I'm in the same town as Nate.
Oh, that's amazing. How convenient. That's really great. I went to San Diego, a few times, but San Diego, and a friend of mine took me to get some fish tacos in San Diego. Oh, my life has changed since then. If you can manage your way down to San Diego on a holiday or something like that, Vince, do it and get yourself some fish tacos on the wharf there. Whew.
Ooh, he is in. Oh boy, yeah. I think he should have gone into the bottom left corner. So this is a spender out of Cage.
Yep. Sweet Christmas.
He's not going to be able to pick these up though. So I guess this is probably a lost cause.
3 hits with
maybe
crits.
Walking again and throwing the thing would have been better.
He's done it. He's taken him out.
He's done it, but he can't pick him up. He's too far. His range 3 is too far to pick up stuff. Yeah, I think this is all over but the crying. I think Thanos, you just gotta make Daredevil go very far away and then go pick up your cures and claim your victory.
Vince, San Francisco is better known for its sushi, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't live in San Francisco, but
yeah, but close.
Yeah, that's like the weird. So the weird thing over here is there's like poke everywhere.
Okay, I can see that. That's new on me, but I haven't been there in ages. So
yeah, and I had like never really had it. It's like it's pretty good. It's like, but it's weird. It's like if Chipotle was sushi, and like those are everywhere.
Okay, so Loki decides to pick up all the viruses and that were on the floor there and move onto the back point. So he's worth 3 points there. And now it's just Daredevil left to go. And Thanos
all
after
Daredevil
that.
can do is because Daredevil's still healthy, so Daredevil can throw a single size 4, which I almost certainly think, or throw a single 4 dice.
Yeah,
I don't think you even risk this. I think you absolutely just trickster off this point, and then you just have Thanos go put him back.
Oh yeah, good point. Fair and balanced.
Yep, there you go. Trickster out. All right, I was wrong about the Loki pick. I think the Loki pick was really inspired here.
Look at you learning.
I think
that's because the action gets refunded. Daredevil gets to make a second move, and that's why he's moved on to the back point there. Because the Trickster allows you to refund the
it's
action.
It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the victory. Yeah, walk there, move him off, move Loki on, go stand on a point, game over.
Yep. Clean up tape.
Yeah.
All right, folks. If you got questions for these two players, do let us know. Meantime, let us get the let's get a overall summation from the Kirchhoff of the game.
So I think a lot of it just had to do with, like the early Thanos kidnap of Ghost Rider.
Yep.
I think if you were going to play double 5s, as unintuitive it is, you probably had to play Amazing and do double safe grab, or at least force double safe grab interaction. I don't know. I think you're out here in this matchup as portals, which Seth didn't bring.
And that would be to what? To portal into danger zone and kill stuff, and then portal out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe you could have played all 3/5 threats, right? Because
as Spider-Man.
Yeah, Daredevil. Yeah, make Cage and Wong amazing, and played double safe grab. Play the same height as him. I like that a little bit better. It's just so tough to beat this list when you're wider than it without some kind of significant advantage that lets you protect your stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, Cage got just displaced all game.
Yeah. Which is
Cage had to play never taunted. He had to play Heroes for Hire on himself.
Yeah.
I think Mike played around it expertly.
Yep.
And like Wong was like, what he pulled an Incinerate, he gave a power to Luke Cage, and he was deal with the doubled.
Yep.
Right, like he just got no work out of that 5 points, and he got almost no work out of Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider made one attack at Loki and then never activated again.
Yeah, and frankly, Namor didn't do enough in the beginning of the game either.
Yeah, and the Loki control of Namor is just like so big. Maybe it's unintuitive, but maybe you had to hold Namor for last and have Wong give him a power and put him central.
All right, let us ask what the players think. So can I ask you to join me in their chat room?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. See you over there. All right, everybody. Give me a moment as I maneuver my way over to this. There they are.
I had good dice this game.
Hello. Hey, everybody.
Hey. Hello.
Hey, Norbert.
Hey. Thank you so much for letting us stream the game. It's so nice to see my two friends playing with each other. And we're joined by Vince. Vince is in the chat room now, too.
Hello.
What's up?
Right. So, look, congratulations, Mike. Really dominating game here. But let us start with Seth. Seth, let's talk about your roster, the team that you took, rather. You took 2 5s, but you left Amazing Spider-Man behind. What kind of was your plan here, considering the Daredevil leadership wants to bunch up, and but you also didn't go up on extracts beginning of round 1, even though you had
Yeah.
priority. So kind of run us through what your plan was and maybe how it went wrong.
Well, plan is one thing, and then being terrified of what's on the other side is another thing. Because I was hesitant to pick up the extract with Daredevil, because that meant like Daredevil would be just pulled into
Yep.
Baron Zemo, right, and
Yep.
just destroyed. So that's mainly that's probably why I didn't pick it up. And I think it's kind of okay, because I don't expect Cabal to really like focus on scoring that much, right? They try to kill anyway.
Yep.
So I thought maybe that's okay if I don't do it. Ultimately, I'm not sure if that was a bad play or not. Honestly, I don't know. What I do consider a bad play is Namor in the first round. He was way too far, from the action. If I placed him in the central extract, even that would already be better, because then he could safe grab the main extract and just go back and still be, in the midline, right, by the demons, so be closer to action and ready to stagger annoying Thanos or someone else.
Yeah.
So that was a mistake, I think. I didn't bring ASM, because Namor, I feel, is good into Thanos with stagger and ignoring his reduction, and then Daredevil, Ghost Rider, just immune to incinerate, right? So, but he didn't do much this game, which saddens me a lot.
How much was that because of Loki's bubble?
I don't know if that was like necessarily Loki's bubble. I think I had to do something, like we talked with Mike before you joined. Like I had to do something and try something. So I decided to go with Ghost Rider slightly forward. And then obviously he got just pulled. I think this matchup is quite hard for defenders, because they like to be bunched up and play with the targets, right? Like you sacrifice and some other like targeting selection shenanigans. And Mike just dispersed my team on the board and made it very hard.
Yeah. Have you faced the Red Skull 3 Cabal list? Because it's quite popular, particularly in Sweden.
Yeah, I have. I have. One of my friends, local friends, play it.
Yep.
But a bit different. So here I saw some new tricks. Like Loki, I hear, is the new hotness in Cabal, and I think it works. He works pretty well here. Yeah.
Because of the bubble or something else?
I think the bubble, but also the counting blanks, right? And then counting the skull, and suddenly his attacks can explode as well.
Yeah.
That's what I heard, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dice quality is off the chain.
Yeah. What other thoughts did you have for Seth, Vince?
Did you I guess, like, so looking at the game, and like obviously I have the benefit of hindsight, where I I know how the game played out. You really struggled to get any work out of Wong or Luke the entire game. Do you think about playing your other 5 there, maybe?
I think Luke, second half of the game, did some work. Like he managed to daze characters. I think the Red Skull got dazed from his spender, from the throw. He did at least damage Loki with a throw of the car, and then he trickstered away, as far as I remember.
No,
So
I debated counting blanks, or I debated trickstering
right,
attack,
yeah,
and
right.
I was like, I'm fine, and then I got blown up.
Yeah, I think that was my only spike in the game. That kill, yeah. So I think Luke was fine. Honestly, Wong just died. Same with Ghost Rider. He just died, and I think that's partially on me. Because again, I would like to protect Ghost Rider with Luke Cage, but it's just not possible when things just fly around with the mind gem and space gem and all the things.
Yeah.
It's very
Would
hard.
you have taken a different team then in the end, or is this still your best bet now that you know what happened?
I would consider maybe not taking Ghost Rider, in fact, because he just dies super quick. But I don't know. I would have to think about this. Maybe some, like, I was thinking taking Lady Sif.
Yeah.
and someone and I don't remember now, but yeah, Lady Sif and Shang-Chi I was considering also. I think they are more durable. I mean, at least Lady Sif. So that might have been better. I know.
Why did you want Ghost Rider?
Just a bit of an autopilot, since this is the incinerate
Oh yes,
scenario. I
right,
kind of think Ghost
right.
Rider should be in, right?
Yeah, makes sense.
Well, actually, I can interrupt a little bit. I actually really like Ghost Rider here for him. This was the team I was expecting him to play, and it was what I was going to find kind of annoying. But basically, Ghost Rider's been a huge problem for me, typically, and I changed up. This is the first game I've actually just gone in to try and kill him, and I'm
Okay.
pretty happy with that decision. I was really happy when he activated Wong, because then I knew if I dazed Wong, I basically just engineered everything you saw, which I was really happy with.
Yeah.
So,
Well, what is it about Ghost Rider that troubles you?
so if you try to play around deal with the devil, it's super dicey. Like you're basically asking, you're praying to the dice gods that Ghost Rider just doesn't kill your models, in this setup. Because I'm just gonna, if I'm trying to kill other things, Ghost Rider's getting a bunch of power. He maybe damages me for crits. He can just displacement's mostly pointless because he just drives around wherever he wants. So I can't really control him with Thanos. I'm just going to eat 2 attacks every turn. So I was like, well, screw it. I got Namor pinned down from the Loki aura in round 2, and I'm like, all right, we're just killing Ghost Rider now.
Yeah. Right. Okay, so he just became target priority number 1, and that worked.
Yeah, Namor. I positioned Loki on round 2, so Namor couldn't really
that
charge
was
into my team.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
So
really good.
Namor, like, if he charges Loki, that gets trickstered, and then he can't hit my other guys because of the Loki tax. So
yeah, I think that was, one of
expecting-
my favorite plays from you. Like, this Loki placement was chef's kiss, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little nervous that Wong was gonna give Namor 4th power, so you can charge through the bubble.
Yeah,
but that didn't happen.
Vince, why don't you tell Mike a little bit about how you were hesitant about the Loki choice and then came around of it as you saw the game unfold?
I was just nervous about it because of like the ease at which, like, if Ghost Rider gets going, he can get access. Like, he can get access to Loki. Like, and depending on how things are, like Namor could like, like charge Loki, you trickster out. Okay, I lose my stagger, and then attack the other thing he has available and surf to Loki. I was a little bit just like nervous about it, but when as soon as you set up the like Namor got stranded on 3 power and you were able to set up the thing where it's like you can charge Loki and I'll trickster out, or you can do nothing. And like being able to deny him that activation, I think is just like straight up like if you I think like this game, and I think you can do this to a lot of attrition mirrors, where like if you just like count the number of actions each player took that were offensive, you like did double him.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I
Yeah.
was. It was way too passive from my side. I agree.
Yeah, so I've
some of this
played
was
a
my
lot.
mistakes, and some of this was just Mike's good placement. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've played into a lot of Namor. Basically have 100% win rate into Namor when I play Loki, and like 0% win rate when I don't play Loki. So I was very happy to get these points because I could play this exact squad.
Mhm.
And in the past, I normally would play Bullseye Nebula instead of Loki, and that's been losing to like other attrition teams because I have trouble keeping priority, et cetera, et cetera. And I found Namor to just be, or sorry, Loki to be incredible into Namor because they always do the midline grab. I mean, if they don't midline grab, then you just Thanos them. So they usually do the midline grab, and then you can just park Namor inside of Loki's tax, and he's really, really sad, and you can slow down their offense at you.
Yeah. I almost like it's unintuitive, but I'd be interested in seeing this game played again where like the first turn boils down to like trying to put a power on Namor with Wong and activate Namor last and like staggering your Thanos.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I played usually into Cabal. If I don't have prio, that's what I did. What I tried to do.
I think you can play around it with the Loki tax and positioning, but I'd be interested to see how that turn 1 would play out differently.
Yeah. But so far, I've liked Loki a lot into Namor midline grabs. He also is just like a great model to hold things, and then I don't have to worry about him losing an activation, really.
Yes.
And the Hex Aura is also just outstanding at ending models. I had small misplay. I forgot my Hexaura was online and I played Cosmic Declaration. That was just a mistake.
Okay,
So,
yeah, sure. And we also saw
Yep.
the timing mistake with the
the Heroes for
Zemo's
Hire, yeah.
spender movement.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to take the walk beforehand, and that was that was my mistake. Like we played fast. I was like, that's fine. I'll just take the L. No big deal.
You need to take a breather. Take it slower sometimes.
Yeah.
So, Mike, tell us a bit about your roster. I mean, it's very popular these days. Haven't seen the Loki edition, but I can see its value here. Are you just cleaning up these days with this roster, or what's happening?
Actually, not really. Well, I played in a local LVO qualifier and I lost 2 games. One to Thor 1, the other one to Thor 2. Because I was just playing too wide and Thor just ungood my whole team.
Yep.
So I've added Black Order in, and I found BO to be very good into Asgard.
Yeah.
They have a really hard time keeping Thor alive through husband and wife and like execute and all this stuff.
Yep.
And it makes me a little tankier on the midline if I have to play intrusions or something. So
yeah,
I think I've fixed that problem. And I've always felt really comfortable into scenario teams like Webs and Wakanda and whatever. I know the matchups. I've played them a ton. I can kill their models. So
what do you
it's mostly
think
about
is,
just figuring out the mid-range matchup.
Yeah, what do you think is the key to people who want to play this roster? What do you think is the key to playing it well?
Man, there's so many micro decisions. Like, when do you grab extracts? When does like the Thanos activations take a while? Typically, they were pretty quick this game, but at squad goals, for example, my Thanos activations were like 5-6 minutes or something, maybe a little less.
Yeah.
But I would sit there and just go in the tank with like Thanos to try to figure out what I need to be doing. Yeah, I mean, honestly, piloting Thanos is very important. Piloting a Red Skull is very important because he has so many decision trees. As you could see at the end of this game, I miscounted by 1 power. I could have put both viruses on Skull and teleport away. It ended up not mattering. I just need to spend 1 more power off of Loki or Thanos or whatever to do that. But yeah, there's just like small micro decisions can cost you the game.
Right.
Knowing when to pop your crit, knowing when to use all your burst stuff like Baron and Dark Rain and Death Decree. Like if your opponent has recal, like if you go into them with everything and they recal it down, and then you miss, and then you attack with no mods, and then they don't die, it's a disaster. So like, yeah, a lot of games, a lot of Thanos experience, I would say.
And you have to embrace the filth.
Yeah, it's not.
I was fortunate enough that Thanos rolled really well this game. Normally activating him when I did is like something I don't want to do, and it's super YOLO. But
yeah,
I was like, yeah, Ghost Rider's exposed. I gotta get him out of here.
Yeah. Vince, any last words for for Mike?
No, I think you guys. I think Mike. I think you played it masterfully. I think really like the different placements from Thanos and Nothing Is Beyond My Reach. Just keeping Luke Cage from really ever doing his thing. Like anytime you can force Luke Cage to play Heroes for Hire on himself,
yeah,
right, you're having a good game.
Yeah.
I thought you played that aspect very, very well, and I liked the Loki pick, as I said before.
Yeah,
thanks. Well, I didn't come up with it. It was Kolar's thing, but I definitely gave it a shot, and I was like, "Oh boy, this guy owns."
Vince needs some help though from you, Mike. The next time he's down in your neighborhood, he needs somebody to show him where good tacos are in California because he's not having a lot of luck up in Sacramento.
Oh man, I'm not the guy to ask for that, but I know people to ask. So when you're down here, I'll just go grab the people that do know, and we can go.
All right, sounds good.
Perfect. Well, Seth and Mike, thank you so much for letting us watch the game. We learned a lot tonight. I hope everybody got a taste of what this new Red Skull 3, not so new anymore, but really definitely a meta bender roster. And we learned a bit from Seth's some misfortune, so it was good to hear how he was going to replay things. Seth, one thing Vince wanted to point out, though, is that the defenders he feels is much stronger with the portals, the pentagrams
I
portal.
know. I don't like the portal. I know. I don't like it that much.
All right, fair enough. We talked about, if you want to listen back, Vince goes into some detail about that, and that might be something people who are watching this want to check out. So, Vince, thank you for stepping in. I always get jazzed when you're on the show because I don't get to see you otherwise. So it's really great that you had the time to do this. Thank you so much, and tell us where people can find you.
You can find me at Vincent Kirchhoff on YouTube. You can find me at Alfredo's Size 3 Taco Truck, a Marvel Crisis Protocol podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. Second Wind is also a month away, so if you're on the wait list for that, keep an eye on your email, as there are people starting to drop, and you may get in if you want to go. So be aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
But until next time.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, everybody. And thanks, everybody, for who's in the chat today. Always making sure that we're having fun and also catching the things that we miss. And if you're watching this at home, I hope you enjoyed it and enjoy playing MCP. Tell your friends about the channel. Subscribe, like, do whatever you do. I don't mind. Just tell your friends to enjoy this wonderful game along with the rest of us. In the meantime, we hope to see you in the next week of the MCP TTS League of Season 15. Thanks very much, everybody, and see you soon.